Here we are, episode 29.
Yes.
Right, I got it.
So close to 30.
Right, we up there. We in the upper 20s now. So,
late 20s.
like I said, No Disrespect podcast. Should I don't normally do it. Coop, you want to do it?
Sure.
Continue on, brother.
We can keep doing how we doing. This is No Disrespect Podcast. We don't mean no disrespect to anybody. We're just here giving our views, opinions, probably enlightening, and probably learning in the process. We just want y'all to listen, enjoy, give us good feedback, bad feedback. Any kind of feedback is all good feedback. And with that being said, I'm Pookie in the Dream, and I'm blessed with
Miss Sunny Days. Hello.
And I'm Cool Ass Trav, and it's episode 29. I keep saying it.
Yes.
And today we got a guest. She's more a family member than me, So,
right.
I'm gonna call her Miss T.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Harlem Heroin. She wrote the book,
Yeah.
Yes.
so she's here with us today. All right. Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's all good. So how you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
That book is circulating. I see you moving around.
Yeah, I'm
It's
working. I'm working.
Everything is spinning.
I'm working.
So you was on tour with that book.
Yeah, I did a little book tour.
Okay. How does that work? The book tour.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say, well, I just booked myself to do a lot of book signings.
Okay.
Or if somebody heard about it, they'll ask me to come. And that's just how it
So you
goes.
doing all you wrote the book. So you the artist, the manager, the
I'm
book,
everything.
you everything.
I'm a one-woman
Okay.
show.
That's
What?
good.
Wow.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I own a publishing, everything.
that's awesome.
Wow. Okay. You're making big moves.
First, you gotta let them know you from Harlem.
All day.
Yes.
From
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be outnumbered sometimes. They from the Bronx. Doug is behind the camera. You can't talk sometimes.
And you're a female. You doing it, black female at that, doing it for the women out here.
Yes.
A lot of women choose to go otherwise and strip, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I see a lot of women nowadays like, I'ma just go be a stripper or bottle girl, and that's the highlight. That's their
Because they
goal.
feel it's easy money.
Right.
And some do it because they have a goal at the end, which is cool. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You gotta get your money, but if you're trying to really come up, or I don't know, you got a different agenda. If you want to do it as a stepping stone to, like, a lot of women pay for college doing that, so
True.
that's cool. But it don't last.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some of them women that use that as a stepping stone, because I just see a lot of women feel like they just copycat, like,
Right.
I can do it.
They body done it.
Yeah,
Go up
yeah.
in there and that's it.
Still have to work a 9 to 5 at that.
Right.
Watch 30 years from now. I want to see them body done look like 30 years from now.
No, what happens with the body thing, if you get your body done, you have to go like every 5 years to keep that, whatever they put in there, keep it in shape. So a lot of people
How do
don't
you
know
know
that.
that?
I read that research because when people kept when I kept seeing girls do it, like, hey, but I'm going to DR, I'm like, okay. And then I think I was on Facebook and I was just reading, and someone said like, it's a real. You have to. That's not a one-time thing. This is a car you're dealing with. You gotta
stay.
Or it's like a car. You got oil. You change it. You just can't get it done once and be like, that's it. I'm good.
Speaking of cars, dudes doing stuff now too. You seen it with the dudes
guys
injecting
Lipo.
Yeah, guys are getting like
They injecting stuff in their muscles to look bigger, and it look grotesque. To be honest with you.
The self-hate is real.
Yeah, I don't see, man. I don't get it.
No, especially like I'm sure every woman has said like, oh, would I ever get something done? But like every few years having to maintain, that's a big.
Now,
If
what
I
I
couldn't
would
even
do,
be committed though to like staying fit already,
Right.
how am I going? Like,
That's a quick fix though.
it's not though, because you got to maintain it. So now it's
But it's a
responsibility.
It goes
to
from working out every day to every few years. You just gotta go get it done. It's a quick.
you
fix.
better hope every few years you still got the money you had
Oh,
a few
yeah.
years ago to get it
I'm
done.
still going to be eating ice cream and Oreos, okay, guys? It's not going to change anything.
I know.
If I can't do that mentally,
The only thing I would do is get my teeth done. Get my teeth straight and bleached. Straight up. That's about all I would do. They're not bad.
no. That's why I was like, he doesn't even have bad teeth. Okay, all right.
Well,
Everybody has their teeth.
yeah, we got,
Right.
that's the only thing I would do. But we got it. So let's get into this book. Harlem Heroin.
yeah.
Now,
She was talking that shit too.
you was.
Definitely talking that shit.
And it took you a while to write this book, you said.
Right.
What was it, what made you start the book, stop the book, and then finally say, I gotta finish this book?
Okay. Well, in 2000, somebody real close to me got killed. And then I was kind of losing my mind. I moved from Harlem, I moved to Atlanta just to get away from the city. And in 2005, I thought I needed to just put pen to paper. I've never felt pain like that in my life because, like, I love this dude. Like, we were cool. He was my little brother.
This was in the book. Okay, right.
Yeah, he was my sister's Shonda's boyfriend at one time years ago, but then we just became family. So, I ended up leaving and just putting pen to paper. In like 05, 06, I told his mother I was going to do it. She was like, do what you gotta do. But then it took like 10 years because I ended up having like a block. Like, it literally made me sick to open up my computer and read it because you have to read it over and over again. And it literally made me sick to my stomach. So for about 3-4 years, I didn't write nothing.
Wow.
So in those 3-4 years, like, what was you doing?
I was just working in Atlanta.
And just
raising my daughter.
Living your life.
So-
Yeah, that's it. Wasn't thinking about it.
so that day that
I came back to New York and I hit my editor up, who was a friend of my ex-husband and his brother. And when he read it, he was like, yo, you gotta finish this. And then that was like in October.
Well, how much time you had?
Yeah.
How far you came along?
I can't even remember how far, but when he said it,
Like half?
I was like a beast. And I just went to work.
Yeah.
And that was like October 2014, and by April 2015, it was done.
Wow.
Out, published, released by April 2015.
Now,
Yeah.
you wrote, like, when I read it, you wrote it really unorthodox. Like, I never read a book like this where one chapter may have been like a page and a half.
Right.
And then you go into, why did you write it like that?
Well, it just depended on whatever the subject was, because maybe it didn't need to be 3 or 4 pages. I just wanted to mention something that only took a 1 page or a page
So
and a
maybe it was
half.
a piece of the puzzle for something else.
It just, and I wanted to do it in the order of which either my life went or how things were going.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's how I took it too.
Because I know
Yeah.
when I started reading it, like, you had an interesting life. And I know I'm asking a lot of questions only because like I know her.
It's fine.
And I'm reading and I'm like, and it's looked like from I think age 15. Like every summer, your summers from there was like you had an event, adventure, like it was something every summer, like summer '89, summer, and then. When you saying, I'm like, damn, how old was I in '89? Like, I was around. I was out there. I seen her. And I'm like, damn, every summer you had something just popping. And then,
I didn't even know that till he just
I was looking at it and I'm like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, summer, like everything was summer '89, summer 92. And I'm like, damn, I'm just gradually growing in this process. I'm like, oh, snap. So I'm like, just amazing. Like, I had so many, like, I'm like, damn, like, I don't even know where to start, because you started with Jermaine. Right? I mean, I feel like starting there, like you said, 2000, he passed, and the way you started, we're not going to use people's names, but the situation with him and Homeboy.
Right, the rapper.
Right, the rapper.
/ preacher.
Right.
Chinese soup man.
Right, Chinese soup man.
Right.
You have mentioned that they was beefing. You could have maybe intervened to stop whatever was going on.
And not only with him, the people who he ended up getting involved, because I knew them too. The people who the rapper got involved to kind of help him out.
Yeah.
And then it kind of spiraled out of control. I knew everybody. So, looking back, I'm like, I wish I could have. Because Maine and one of the dudes in the book were really strong-willed guys, street guys who wasn't gonna be taking no disrespect, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes, I mean, thinking from a street aspect, had I got them together, they could have ran this town, like for real, for real.
We talking about the street
The streets.
and the rapper.
No, not the rapper at all.
Yeah.
No, the people that he went to call on.
Right.
Oh,
They
okay.
were both like Maine and this dude.
Okay.
I wish I could have brought them two together, and you know, they could have did something, you know. But then again, it was just so out of control that it was really no talking after shootouts and certain events going on and people getting hurt. You can't really. Everybody is, you know, it's just crazy.
It's
so,
war.
Yeah, it's war, and I had to choose. And I mean, you know, that was like my brother. It
Yeah,
was
so
my
you did-
friends over there,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Did you ever wonder if they felt some type of way because of the side that you chose?
of course they did. They saw me every time they saw me walk in my mother's building. They left the block because they think everybody's gonna go use the phone
Wow.
and say they out there. That's what I was told. So they was like, yeah, she going upstairs and let them niggas know we on the corner.
Did that make you feel like a target though?
Not really, but looking back, I could have definitely, you know, been, yeah, definitely could have walked in that building anytime and somebody ran up in the elevator on me and, you know, just, you know, put my lights out just because.
Right.
Or just to want to send a message to him. You know what I'm saying? So that could have happened. I look back on a lot of stuff that I got myself into and did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
definitely had
That's
something.
God. You got God, girl.
And speaking of
Guardian
God,
angels.
because you mentioned God a lot
Yeah.
in that book. You know, while you was out in the street, was you in the church too? So you like, cause I figured that. Cause I'm like, you know, God definitely was on your side through them years.
But I had
because
a praying mother, you know, that didn't really know what I was doing, but still was in the background, you know, praying.
and you mentioned a lot of
Yeah.
names. You know, how you when you look back on Harlem then and Harlem now, because like me as a child, when I used to come to that area, I didn't know none of that was going on until I read the book, and I'm like,
it's a lot of people who felt that way because even Kev Childs read the book and he was like, from Don Diva.
right? I just
He
seen
said,
him
yo,
on.
T. He said, I didn't know. He said, I thought you was just a little skinny, quiet girl on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people, like one of my good friends, she was like, T, I didn't know you got shot. And like, we've been friends for like 20-something years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you keep these like?
It wasn't a secret.
Well, not a secret, but just like.
I don't know. I mean, just
Because
quiet
Kev
on the
Childs
set.
was involved.
Yeah,
like,
he was
I
in the
just seen his
streets.
interview with
Yeah.
Flex. And he was.
Oh no, he was
heavy.
Yeah. So you know, there's a lot of people who probably just didn't know I did what I did, dealt with who I dealt with. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't like constantly point it out, like
Right.
certain people will be like, I got shot.
Well, that's
you know?
today's. That's today's.
Yeah, you know.
Not even today's no more. Skip the generation now. They don't want to get shot.
But they don't want to get shot. But they're not shooting each other. They shooting the wrong people sometimes.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
reckless.
It ain't like.
Yeah.
Can I mention
Mention who you want to mention.
Lou?
Right.
Right.
I mean, anybody whose name I mentioned in the book gave me their blessing.
Right, and I
You know
see-
who unique.
Okay.
You know.
When you
certain
mentioned him,
unique.
yeah, I was like, you said he lived on Phil Place,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, he lived down the block.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm guessing it's 108. It was the building right on the corner.
You telling somebody address?
No.
That was a long time.
It's a long time. That's why I mentioned
He
it.
ain't
But
there.
he definitely. It's only 2 buildings on that block, literally. You know. So I'm like, wow.
You feel some type of way because you pictured it in your head.
Yeah, I'm like everything that I've read. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, wow,
Right.
because I know you.
Right.
I see you in my house. I'm like,
Right.
and you just don't know. I'm like, because before I read it, T's like, yo, Travis, that's a good book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm reading, and it's just like everything you said is like you could see everything. The blocks, well, your building is still there.
Right.
You know, people still stand on those corners. So I'm just envisioning the people I know that's from the book
Right.
out there on the corner.
Right.
So I'm like, and it's different. Some of the buildings aren't there, you know, on the other side of the street. But you know, I'm just like, wow.
I wanted to write it, like I said, I wanted it to be a conversation piece. I wanted the reader to feel like, yeah, I'm talking to you.
Right.
I wanted the reader to feel that. And the feedback that I get, they give me that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be very descriptive so people can see. Like, I had this guy write me from in jail. I don't know who he is. He was like, Miss T, I appreciate it. He in a hole.
Oh, wow.
But he like, yo, you took me out of here. Just for a few minutes.
Right.
He was like, I was born in Harlem Hospital. He was like, so reading your book, I can see everything that you was talking about. So that makes me feel good because they understand it, they can see it, they visualize
We
it.
speak your language.
And it feels like I'm talking to the reader. So that was my intention. So I'm glad a lot of people
I ain't
did
gonna lie,
get
that's what I definitely got out the book. I got like a little history. I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I don't know Harlem. I be like, y'all call it A5, like a Frederick Douglass. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
definitely a
I still call it
tourist.
A5,
I'm
right.
definitely a Harlem tourist. So when I'm reading it, I'm like, you giving me like a little history lesson, you know. But it's things that you hear, but it was never as descriptive as you put it, as a person standing inside the madness,
Yeah.
you know. So I
And a
appreciate
female
it.
perspective, which is
Right.
different from when we used to hear stories. We hear about, you know, the big Harlem
Yeah.
ballers and everything that's
Right.
happening from a male perspective, never from a woman that's in the middle of everything.
And you wasn't just a woman that was, you know, a trophy woman.
Right.
You was a woman who was holding it down. You was out there getting it, like, and a lot of times people don't know that there was women out there that was really intertwined. Like, there's men getting it, then there was women getting it too. You know, they don't never, you know, put that out there. But that's, you know, I'm just still amazed. So I want to thank you again for coming. Ain't like you leaving. So we started 15. It was you, your cousin. I can't remember the name.
Stan.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I know Stan. I know Stan. I seen Stan. I was just talking about Stan recently.
Yeah. But Al is the one who got me in the street, his brother.
Right. No, but it was
us.
you and your. I'm talking about your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know, you and your girlfriend, you're running around. What was it about just the streets to make y'all be like, this? I got to get involved in this.
Man, Harlem was it back in the days. Like I say in the book, you know, my aunt, she used to work in a bar, so back then everybody in the bar was dope. They was fly. They dressed nice. They had money. So looking at her and the way she dressed, and she was beautiful, light skin, good hair,
country
the
girl,
freckles.
right?
Yeah, she was from the country, but
Yeah.
she was something else. Ooh, that lady was something else. But you know, looking at that, and then just being, you got the rich quarters, you got all these people out there, you got cars up and down 8th Avenue. Who wouldn't want to be, either you want to be their girl, or I like get money.
Right.
I've never been one to really sweat nobody. No dude, I don't care what you got. I don't mind, you know, I want to get money. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get money. So Al had something and he was like, you want to go do this? I said, hell yeah, I want to go do it. And 123rd and 7th Avenue, you know, that to me at 15 and 16 was like the mecca of getting money. And when I talked to other people, they was like, no, you're right. People that's older than me. Because I was at a place, they were like, those guys were rich. Like they had money. That's where you had women down there getting money too. Like older women, older than me, who these women got money. They did bids and all that. So, but that's where I was, and it was just exciting to me at that age. I'm like, okay, I'm standing around dudes. I have a little Louis Duffel, my little duffel bag Louis Vuitton with angel dust in it, and that's how I started.
And then they well, it was. I think it was acceptable to sell drugs then. Like it was a lot. Police was. It was.
They were getting paid off back
Right.
then.
It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So
And
you
some of them
standing
were scared.
around. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Was you scared? You there
No, I'm talking about the
cute
police
with your
scared.
with your bag and
I wasn't. And it's so crazy. I wasn't. I didn't even think about the ramifications of, you know, what I was doing. I didn't think about that. I wanted to get money. I'm looking like everybody else out here.
Right.
Police ain't bothering nobody. We gonna all get this money together. That's all I wanted. And I like to dress nice, you know. So that I wasn't scared at all.
I think you gotta have heart to be able to stand out there, and most people don't think about it. Like if you think about it, you're gonna question it. You're gonna be like, oh, maybe I should. You're just going for the gusto.
Especially for a female, like I said, like as a kid growing up, you don't hear females like some of the guys. You don't even hear them talking about it, but you know, like fat man, he'll give me a couple dollars. Sometimes when you come to the Bronx or whatever. So, but to say you a woman out there, that's really like seemed like a man's territory.
And it was.
And for you to survive, how you survived.
Right. But it's me and a whole lot of women, because I don't know a lot of their names, but it's a lot of women that were downtown getting money, like for real, getting major money. But it was, you know, the drug game is male dominated.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see that, but like I said, you had a lot of women down there getting money. I wasn't getting nowhere near what they was getting, and I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of them did bids, 10 and 15 year bids too. You know what I'm saying? Didn't tell on nobody. So, yeah.
So you started 123rd, 7th Avenue. But when you went a little further downtown, right?
Right.
It's further.
112th Street.
Right, 112th Street. When you go downtown 112th Street, and you really meet, as you put it, because you said you got what's the term? The man, right? How you put it? You got the man, niggas that want to be the man.
Oh, but right. Fritz,
right. Fritz is like the man.
He was the man.
Right, and then you got like
wanted to
Rich
be
Porter.
A boss,
you know,
he can make you that.
Yeah, and then you had like Fritz made Rich Porter, because you term, you know, you put the term on it was like
if you wanted to be a Rich Porter,
right, you had to go to
He
had to go to Fritz. To
he
get
can
that.
make you that.
So
because one thing about him, he was at one time the richest man in Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
This
he
is
was
Fritz
the one.
you're talking about.
Yeah, Fritz. He can create a boss. And one thing about him, he was the coolest dude ever. You know, he wasn't flashy. You know, Rich was flashy. That was his thing. Everybody got their thing that they like to do.
right.
But if you walked around the corner and saw this dude just sitting on a beach chair or just sitting on a chair, you'd think he was probably a derelict, not knowing the money that he had and what he can actually do for you if you wanted to be in that game. Wow. And that was him. And he had a heart of gold. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't arrogant. You know, he was definitely a good guy. Loved him to death. And if you wanted to do it, he'll give you the chance to do it. That's one thing that he shared.
See, I think that's what then compared to now is people, they put their man on. You know, it didn't look. I'm pretty sure there was selfish people who was like, when I get to this amount, I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times down, you know, just in that game, it was more, yo, come on, we could. You know, everybody was still young, so I don't think jobs and 9 to 5s were it. Right. So if one dude from your building was getting money and y'all grew up together, yo, look, that's to me that's the cool part about it. Right. And then they also gave. Right. What they took from the hood, they also put back
into
the hood.
Generous.
He you know, even like I wouldn't say not just him, but like a lot of them. Yeah. You know, now I'm looking back and forth at today's drug dealer, scammer, whatever you want to call it.
It ain't no drug dealers no more.
You know, it's just like they're taking, me.
Yeah.
With them, with y'all coach, with y'all era, it was okay. We taking from the hood, but okay, schools, you know, summer,
Christmas, Thanksgiving,
you know,
my father, like he gave, like he used to give block parties, back to school block parties, where we gave knapsacks full of stuff, you know, stuff like that. And
that's what a lot of rappers get from the street, because they could say they did all the drug stuff they want, but the drug game culture raised, well, I would say birthed the hip hop, because I remember seeing in a scene with Supreme, Fat Cat, and all them. They was when that party promotion day started with them, like with the drug dealer. You know, you paying out your pocket for these rappers to come, because everybody was all somewhat intertwined. The real rappers like LL hung out with AZ and all them, but it was
they
just
were like
the king, like
And there was a level of respect then for the people who worked in the pharmaceutical field.
Right.
Like the community we didn't look down upon them because we had that interaction. It was like a community thing.
Rappers that wanted to be a part, they didn't want to sell drugs, but they wanted to be in the company of those people. So yeah.
It's
I
all
want to ask you, what do you, from your perspective, like how you see the difference? Because I seen, well, I dibbled and dabbled. I have a record to show it, but I learned from you guys. I watched a little. Well, I'm from the Bronx, so I really get to see the whole.
But we had some dudes out the Bronx.
Right.
Guy Fisher's from the Bronx.
Right.
Larry Davis out the Bronx.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of what's that? Boy George.
He
from the Bronx. So we had some dudes in the Bronx too. It's just you had to go to Harlem to really
to see
get connected and.
So I learned from y'all, and now I'm looking back down at like the next generation, and they ain't doing it right. They ain't doing it at all. Seems like.
What do you think is missing?
I mean, it's a good thing that they now out there.
Right.
It's a very good thing that they not out there, but
they don't have to really.
See, back then, the risk was worth the reward. Right now, it's not.
Right.
Now, but what was the reward back then? Outside of just
plenty of money. That's
it was just y'all was just
plenty of
more
money. The risk was definitely worth it. Right now, it's not. You know, you get more time for doing it. And at the end of the day, as you get older, you understand that, okay, I understand, because there's still a lot of guys out there doing a little 1-2, 1-2, you know, but it's not really worth it to the point where you risking getting those numbers that they're giving out now. Some people do it because they have to, but I think that you got to start really now today legitimizing that money, because you can't. The Harlem is changing.
Right.
Well, it has changed. You're not going to be on nobody's corner. I don't know if y'all seen that building that's coming up on 140th and 7th next to McDonald's. It's a new building they building.
They're supposed to be building Fendi's supposed to be coming to Harlem too.
No, it's Gucci.
That's Gucci?
Zara's, Burberry. That's going to be right there on 140th and 7th.
Oh,
I've never.
57th
Of
Street.
all the
You
blocks.
think they gonna be standing on that corner across the street in front of that bodega with that store across the street? Nah. They about to change everything. That's why I'm saying, if you know, hustling is it has changed. It's not worth it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna get the money. Change is good sometimes. You know, change is good. You're not getting the money that, you know, we seen back then.
Right.
You know.
I think we need to take that same hustler mentality though, because we always have it, and apply it in other places though.
And I mentioned that in the book. I said we could do all the things that we do or we did selling drugs, and we legitimize those thoughts and do something.
Yeah.
My only issue with us sometimes is we don't really unify. You know, there's no unity with us trying to get money together. We still looking like who gonna get more than the next.
Right.
At the end of the day, as long as you get something and it's legit, and you know you get your credit up, and you could go rent an apartment, go buy a house without, you know what I'm saying, and you got money behind it, like that's what it should be about. But that whole crab in the barrel thing, or you know, like I think Trev just said, you know, you get a little money and it's just mine. I don't want to share. I don't want to do nothing. And we have to get away from that. We could do so much together.
Right.
But
because other cultures do it.
Right.
That's how they survive. That's how they maintain. We the only culture that don't.
I feel like the government they took the drug game back, because the biggest drug selling now is prescription drugs.
Right.
It was always them though. They just doing it different. You said they take it back. It was always them.
No, I'm saying that like they're the biggest hustlers now.
Yeah, always.
You can't hand in hand no damn prescriptions without a prescription.
I mean,
right. Now, when y'all was out there, right? Because you know, like I said, you was around the big names, like all the rappers that, AKA I'm him, AKA this. When y'all was getting your money, y'all was out there. Did y'all think about like buying up buildings? And because Harlem looked crazy for a while. And did you even have a conversation with like Fritz? If he was, he made a lot of people money, made a lot of people famous. But as much as they put back into the hood, y'all didn't think about actually like buying the hood or ownership?
No, because when you're in it and everything is going, you really literally thinking that it's never going to stop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me and my daughter father, we was looking into doing buying a laundromat at the time.
Okay. This is before he got locked up?
Yeah, before he got locked up. And then once he got locked up, I still was thinking about it, but then there was so much going on. But looking back, when they had them brownstones for like $1.
Yes.
I remember that.
Buildings,
Yes.
apartment buildings for $1.
Yeah.
I think my little cousin father got one. I just want to kick my own ass sometimes.
You know how many times I have? My grandmother lives on 131st and
I'm feeling
8th, so she's right there in the corner. That whole 132nd right there.
Mm-hmm.
She tells me all the time they were the same way you said $1. Why didn't I buy it? What was I thinking? Like
I love, but see, back then when I had that and then I took over Ace little, operation, I was like 19, 20. I was 20 years old, 20, 21. So I wasn't really thinking.
Because you were still going to school, too, within
Yeah, but
some
then
of your dealing.
Yeah, but then I ended up dropping out, here and there, dropping
Right.
out. Then when he left, I had to take care of my daughter, do some things. It was just always something. But yeah, thinking back, we could have owned Harlem.
But what was your goal then? What was your end goal? Like, if it was just chasing money, like, did you have a cap that you were like, this is it. Once I get to this point.
No, I didn't. And then when I was hustling, I ended up, once I got with Ace, I didn't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ace was good.
This is before your daughter.
Yeah, because Fritz introduced me to Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because he
Eventually
was like,
became my daughter father.
right, because he was like, he liked you.
Yeah, so I mean, I was good. I didn't want for nothing. I, had everything set up where I lived at. I had cars. I always had money, to spend while he was out or whatever. So it was like I was good. I just was young and having fun, and that was it.
And you met him like what age is that?
I think I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think
19.
having that amount of money at that age did to you? Like now knowing the value of money.
I mean, but then I was young. I wish I was smarter.
Mm-hmm.
Or had somebody would say, listen, why don't you put this money over here, invest it, or leave it somewhere for the next so-and-so years, you know what I'm saying?
See, but this is, you ain't have a kid then, so,
No.
like, your mind I would say, still as a child,
Yeah.
compared to your mind as a parent. If you was a parent, probably,
Maybe,
in that life, you better be like, hold up. You know,
Right.
outside of, buying the custom stuff, because I seen them do that too. You'd be like, look,
Yeah.
here's 100,000
Right.
just
In
for
school or something, yeah.
See, that was it was a bad like. All right, I'm gonna put it out there. I think paid in full put a terrible stigma on people that getting money back in the days.
Explain.
I don't think about stigma.
I'm like,
I don't know.
No, because will always watching that movie will always puzzled me is how in the movie what was his name
Rico.
Mitch.
Right.
Mitch is still living in his mother's house.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, that got for me
I'm
too.
like that is that so much. So now
But it
that
was
I got
true.
some.
It was true. It ain't a stigma. It's facts.
He was,
A lot of us, a lot of people.
Y'all was getting all that money?
He had. I think he lived somewhere else too. But a lot of people did do that because
But
Yeah.
imagine then your mindset is not thinking.
everybody
let me
had a
buy
little apartment that
yeah,
they
but
took.
Right, just to
Right,
to
right.
either sleeping or stash
Right,
out.
Yeah.
had a.
Because
Right,
you saw the other
Yeah.
apartment in the movie.
Yeah, but. a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
beginning
them
of the
did.
movie when they were eating Chinese food, no
And
rib.
when they got shot up, that's
Now,
where it was.
This is my question. You was around all of that. What made them three, the like Alpo, Rich, and
Rich.
like what made them out of everybody? It seemed like people only focus on them, and I'm like, hold up, you got Nicky Barnes, and I'm talking
Well, see,
like
but that was
Future.
but
Right,
see, that
but-
era,
70s.
they were
No, but
70s.
still, like-
Future was later though. right?
you really have to look at it. To me, I looked at it like this. You got your father, you got your kids. Like these dudes, like birthed them to it. It was a domino effect. So just to focus on these three dudes, when
I think
you
it was
got
an evolution though. In
but when you had
us, though.
like when I read your book, you got Fritz. What's his daughter father name?
Ace.
You got Ace. There was dudes that was putting them on, but for some reason, people like I'm going to be AZ. I'm going to be Rich Porter. I want to be Alpo. And I'm like, what happened to?
Right.
There's a lot of dudes in between here that these three dealt with that probably had just as much money as these dudes did.
Right. And You're right, but I think with Rich was flashy. He was that dude that dudes wanted to be, the cars, the girls. And then with his death, I think that just brought his life more, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. And people learning who he was and seeing pictures.
And then his brother.
Yeah. What about LA? Because
a lot of people love. Now, I personally never met LA. No,
because I heard about him, and he was before
He was
Rich.
that flashy dude that people would wanted to be too.
Because I seen a
cute,
they had
nice looking, dressed or whatever.
His wife his wife they got an interview with his wife, and I'm like, because he was before Rich and AZ, so I'm like, where's his story? Because he got killed at the rooftop.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, where's his story?
Right.
You know, and I remember the original Game Over. You know, because they definitely altered Paid in Full. And I'm just like, after watching it and years of watching it and growing, and like, hold up. These three dudes can't just be three dudes
that's only getting money.
I know y'all get money.
Like, but I guess
like come on, like where the rest of these people at? Like,
right. But I guess it's up to whoever LA people is, if they wanted to do a story on them, they could, you know, as well as that goes for every other person who probably was getting something in Harlem that, you know, wanted to do that story.
Now,
but
you said, okay, we on Rich Porter. Okay, because we downtown on 12th Street. Fritz, Ace. Did they name Ace after the Paid in Full?
I wondered that too.
Yeah, look into that.
I gotta ask Dame.
I don't know. Because Dame did have your book on that therapy show, so he might have, you know, you gotta look into that. Might be some money somewhere in there.
Check somewhere.
Yeah, like, come on. You know, because AZ sued the rapper AZ for using his, so you can definitely, if that was, you know,
I thought about
money.
You know,
you got money for it?
Yeah,
he got money for it. Now, Rich Porter. His death. How did that affect you looking? Because you're in the gang. Like, how old were you at this point?
I was with Lou at the time, 1990.
And this is Lou's son.
Oh, I was with him because actually, like I said in the book, somebody called my house.
Right, and said
they was gonna find me in the river because they said Lou did that.
Right.
But you know, they was blaming him for everything.
Right.
You know,
why would they blame him for everything?
Because Lou was a dude. He was considered a real dangerous person. He could be, you know, but he was.
We're gonna get to him later.
His name was ringing bells or whatever. Right. But yeah, his death didn't really influence me. I just thought it was sad when it happened, and then with his little brother, it influenced the whole Harlem as far as just like it just being like a tragedy that we probably will never forget, because you know, it's been 20-something years and we still talk about it.
Did you?
You know, he's still, you know, parties are being thrown for him and things like that. People using his name in records still, you know, Meek or whoever. Yeah. And you know, I think it's not because of who he was, but how it happened. And then with his little brother being involved, I think that is what touched a lot of people.
Because people went too far. They feel like they went too far with that.
Oh yeah.
And then Harlem, it was a lot of stuff going on, like families getting murdered, but a child.
Right.
Yeah. The circumstances, I think, just touched it.
Because I went, I remember I had a job interview and I always, like, when I had a job interview by his, I don't know which building is Rich Porter's building that he lived in, but there's a program over there right now.
With kids?
No, I think it's mentally ill people there. I think BRC.
Okay.
I don't know Rich Porter's building, but I know this is his block. Okay. So it might. So is it his building, the one next to that the garage?
It's. I think it's like the second or third.
Okay. So yeah.
It's like the second or third building. Yeah.
You know, so y'all didn't, like, when that happened and you getting the calls. Once they found out that his, I think, uncle did it. How did that? You know, did those calls stop and?
Yeah. Honestly, I think the person that called me didn't really think he did it. I think it was more personal. That probably somebody who just didn't like Lou, and he just wanted to do something to say something. But at the time, I was like, yo, you need to go check that out. Go up to 32nd Street and see what's going on. Like I said in the book,
Right.
it's like put your vest on,
Right.
get that thing,
Right.
and see who calling his house. You know what I'm saying? So.
And did he do that?
Yeah, he went out.
Yeah, she like, yeah.
Yeah, he went out.
She just said he was a very dangerous person.
Right now.
And he came back.
He sounded like he didn't take any. He didn't give a fuck about
No,
nothing.
he don't play.
And he's coming home soon.
He coming home soon.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of him, because you said you was on the phone with, I don't know if it was him or not, but you said you was on the phone with somebody, and somebody asked you like, who are these dudes talking about they ran Harlem? And I never, I don't know. They're like, who this?
Me and Lou had a conversation about some rappers.
Right.
It's always like that.
You know rappers. I be wondering like, why do they say stuff when you know still people here who know it's not true?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he was running
They blocked.
You forget jail
Yeah.
gets all the
floor in your
information.
building.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Jail dudes get all the information.
They do. I got a call the other day about something. But
If all the real people are gone, dead in jail, then it's gonna be once the cat is gone, the mice is gonna be like,
yeah,
our house.
because who's there to say it didn't happen?
Exactly. All the big cats is gone.
Yeah,
now
but
the
it's
mice is like,
I'm probably sitting
I'm
there
still
like,
here.
That ain't happened.
But
Your
you-
block
If
was
I ever get
live.
the platform, I'm
But you're
like,
still here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when
I
you're-
could be like, no, you didn't. You didn't run nothing. You didn't
Right.
run nothing.
Because if you doing
And
it
it's like,
at
why you saying that
15,
anyway? Like, what you
16,
think that you going to accomplish by even saying that?
They just
what
want
do
the
you gain?
Because it
bravado.
will be somebody still here to test you to say, oh, you were. Oh, okay. So let me see. You know, what you
Right.
want.
Some people be like, yo, I survived the whole crack era. They was doing it from their house window.
Like the rest of us. That's what I was
They
at.
was in the house. I was there for the shootout. You was like this. You wasn't out there. You was around. You probably went to the store for a couple minutes.
Right.
Like, I was my man. Like, boy, son, you have to keep the change. That's your man now. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's
People
how
love
it
that
is.
limelight.
They love it.
Until they in it. And
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
in it, you really don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Trust
that's the
me.
thing. People don't understand what comes along with it, and it's a big sacrifice to be in that lifestyle and be able to maintain because it's not easy. The pressure,
It's
you know.
not. It's pressure. It's stress. You got a chance of losing your life. You got the chance of getting your family involved, and somebody in your family losing their life, and they're not even a part of what you're doing. And that has happened to a lot of people back in the day, and it's just sad. You know, even with Kev was just on the radio. You know, his mother
Yeah, I
got
seen
involved,
it.
and his mother wasn't that type of woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, things happen.
And Kev, I was, I'm getting a little more better understanding y'all era. Y'all really have some trust issues. And no. When I say this, I say it because you can't trust people 100% to this day because of y'all actions and what y'all did. Even though y'all not in the life, because of what y'all did, a lot of y'all men and women still walk
PTSD.
like that,
And I had that, like literally.
and it's like, wow, like after we talk, I'm just say 88 to 90, right? We're gonna go, and it's 2017 right now.
Right.
Now, I'm pretty sure all the guys that's set to come home, because a lot of them is literally on the countdown.
It's gonna be
And they're gonna come just like them Puerto Ricans gonna come to Puerto Rico.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be something like that. Like it's a lot of them getting ready to come.
But they
and it's
gonna
like,
chill, man.
No, I know they're gonna chill, but it's still like
Shit like that.
Lou, for example, he's probably gonna come home. He's gonna chill, but do he still have to be like
Naturally, man. That's
right,
natural.
and it's a defense mechanism. It's just out of habit because of maybe sometimes we do things and things have done, and years later something can come and want to bite you in your ass. And
Karma.
he definitely wants to come home, live a productive life. You know what I'm saying? He has kids. He's a grandfather. So he doesn't want anything from the past coming up. That's why he told me a lot of times he don't even like his name being used in a derogatory way when it comes to write-ups in magazines. He don't really want that image anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He want to do something different. He's working on some things because he don't want people to start talking about, something that happened back then, and still people out here, and you just don't know. And this generation today, they like old head. We don't give a shit who you is.
Right.
Like this generation has no respect. Like when you had Maine and his crew coming up under Rich and them, they respected them so much that they wanted to be like them.
Right.
So they sat, listened, watched, learned. This generation today is like they don't have no respect for nobody. I don't know. What? Right? They hide. And is some of these still some of the crack babies?
Yeah, these are the grandkids.
These are all the crack babies.
No, these are the grandkids.
And
these are the grandkids.
The crack babies don't grew up and had babies.
Right.
Yeah. These are the kids grew up that was born in 1994 and up. Because
because they like 20 something.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking like, what in the world? It's like,
you're right. It's totally different.
And then it's cool to be a fiend now with them.
Yeah, they on all kinds of stuff.
They on public with big old cups of styrofoam cups. That's drugs in your cup right there.
That's syrup.
That's something you're not supposed to drink.
Like it's real.
No, it will kill you.
Even alcohol.
He smiled. I had 3 cups of this. Nigga, you about to die.
Yeah.
Well, it probably ain't as potent as before. I don't know what it is, but these
kids are something.
I know y'all didn't expect for this to happen. Like when some of y'all look back and y'all be like, hold up, I ain't have nothing to do with this.
Right.
Because you grew up, you did what?
Because some of us still respected our neighbors and the elders.
Yeah.
Although he was doing what he was doing in the street, but we still,
You knew your place.
Respected our parents. Like my father was a straight Jamaican. He didn't know what the hell I was doing out there.
Right, because you said he was in and out of town.
When he came home, it was different.
Because he sold clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, once I got older, then, he kind of figured, okay, Miss T must be, he named me that, Miss T. Miss T must be doing something. Let's see what she doing. Stuff. He look, listen, hustle.
So you said, I know in the book you said, you got guys for money, out there, and you told them like one of your things was, my mom need money for the rent.
Oh yeah, I told her.
But the rent was always paid. And
my mother never asked the kids to pay rent in her house, but that was game.
Right.
So I'm like, you got it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, I need rent money. You love me. I need to pay rent over here.
No, you know what?
He ain't never been to my mother's house. I just used to be like, yo, it's just crazy.
And do you think they knew like, shorty, like that's just this excuse?
I don't know what they knew, but it's like if they liked you and fuck it, and they got it, they gonna give it to you. I think that's what it was.
You know what had me dying? When she said, I think y'all went to Jamaica and your cousin had the Jerry curl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that had me in.
And they thought we was
rich. They thought that was a Jackson.
I didn't even know my father was like. Because they was running up to her and Shelly had the Jerry curl. And we didn't know why. My father was like, what for that? Like, y'all celebrities out this bitch. Like what? Yes. Yeah, that was crazy.
That shit had me crying.
Jerry curl was lit though back in the 80s.
But
in Jamaica, to have a Jerry curl, you was a celebrity, you was wealthy.
You had the stuff from the TV. You got the stuff from the TV. Yeah, that's crazy.
Keep that thing on.
What was what's your most memorable moment? Like just being out, and I'm talking pre-motherhood. Your most memorable moment, and you was like, I'm never gonna leave this. Like
something you wish you could relive. Over and over.
What I wish that happened back then that the generation had now, back in the days, the streets were fun. Right. Although things would happen, it was fun.
Yeah, yeah it was.
Like my sister, we had beepers back then, but when my sister was 12, she could walk up, down, east, west. Yeah. Right. I wasn't thinking about nothing happening to her. Her and her girlfriends, her little friends, and she 12. Yeah. My nephew 21, and we be like, yo, where you at? Where? With who? What you doing over there?
Right.
Now, and he 21. Like, it's different because it's reckless shootings going on.
Yeah.
People were getting killed and shot back then, but it was specific. Somebody owed some money. Somebody might want to rob and stick up somebody. But we wasn't running around shooting just recklessly and just acting crazy. Back then they had jams on the street. Yeah. You walk to every jam and battle somebody, win something, and go to the next block. Yeah. It was fun. The streets is not fun for the kids. I wish that they had that. Our kids are missing out. The generation now missing out on so much. Even when my daughter's 26 now, but even coming up, she still wasn't able to do some of the things that me and my little sister was doing. Because it wasn't, it's no fun. Yeah. It's not fun. The streets need to be fun for these kids.
They're missing out on life because now all you do is put a video game in front of them and they in the house.
That's a lot of things too.
I remember a friend of mine, she punished her daughter. Her daughter did something. She punished her and said, "Go outside." And she goes to her mom.
What? Now that's crazy.
What? Outside?
That is so crazy and it's so sad.
Like, you know what?
Because they rather just be in the house, on the phone. Everything is right here.
Rolling YouTube.
Like, we don't even remember phone numbers no more.
Nah.
Listen, I remember my mom's number, my mom's house number.
Right. That's it.
I got my girlfriend number down.
Right. Sometimes I don't know my number.
Everybody else?
6 something.
Now, what is sad, I still remember the payphone numbers on 134th and 137th.
Wow.
You used them.
That's crazy.
That was your jump.
Yeah.
That was the spot.
I still remember them numbers, yo. Is it sad?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that's where we got all our calls at.
How long we talking?
Huh?
Like 20-something years ago?
Yeah.
In between?
My daughter 26. It was
numbers
before
being
her.
embedded.
Wow.
Damn. That's good.
And the phone's not even there no more.
Yeah.
It's nothing. You go walk past that corner. It's one of them machines.
Oh, yeah.
You got the fiends talking into it. Yo,
I just got out the program. Come pick me up.
yeah. I when I looked at the book, I was like, yeah. I just know y'all had fun.
Yeah.
Outside of the money,
Right.
you just know y'all had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, going away, doing
Traveling.
different things, and even just being outside, looking at who had the latest car, the music going up and down, the jams in the park, basketball games, Rucker.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, Rucker is
now you
definitely-
gotta be like, okay, am I gonna go in there? Because who gonna shoot just for the sake of shooting?
Yeah, the last
Right.
shooting in Rucker was an innocent bystander.
It was.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
I haven't been to
Yeah,
Rutgers
got shot in the
in
head.
years.
Yeah.
Women. In the book you mentioned, see, I don't want to say this because I know you, but you said it's not prostitution, but
I said
sex
I wasn't-
ain't free.
I said
Like
I wasn't
it,
selling pussy,
but it ain't
It wasn't free. I can say that on there.
yeah, you said, you said,
But yeah, I mean, I had this book club, and this girl, she said they invited me to this book club, and she said the funniest thing to me. She said, "Miss T, you said you wasn't a hoe, but you was in rotation." Yo, that shit made me laugh. It made me laugh. I mean, I've been in a lot of relationships, so I was dealing
You was
with
in rotation.
She said, but it
That's a
seemed
nice
like
way
you
to
was
put it.
yeah.
That's a nice way to put it.
It sounded so innocent, though.
She's so cute. But my thing was, listen, I wanted what I wanted. Like
They wanted what they wanted.
right,
Got it.
and that's the thing. Men what they want what they want. And if I ask for something, does that make me? That
Nah.
make me. I ain't gonna be no
It's
fool.
straightforward.
See, but that's where I was going with it because when I got that part, that automatically got me go back to today's woman. She's like, oh no, I'm priceless. You're lying. You're lying. Because let me tell you, my mom, I be going to my mother's house like every other week, and me and her, she be kicking game. Like we be talking.
No, his mother.
And we was watching TV, right? And my mother, like, matter of fact, we was watching the show The Deuce. I put my mom's on that. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe chicks is this gullible, just going up to guys' cars and getting in and going away. I said, Ma, chicks is gullible with guys who don't even have a car today. And she started slowly. She said, you serious? I said, Ma, you don't even know.
Oh my God.
She said, oh my God. And I just, like, today, like, you got all the chicks getting their body done, but they still got to go to a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Or they want to be a bottle girl, or they want to do this, and it's like, where y'all going with, like, you get your body, where else are you going with this?
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not selling this?
Right.
You're doing it you getting your body done and still sleeping with a bum.
To serve a bottle.
Those are the ones that's not gonna
Some of them
survive.
ain't even serving bottle. They just getting their body done to say, I got it done.
Right.
Look at me. Maybe I can get the love in hip hop.
No, it probably could be a
We're
revenge.
going to talk about that in a second too, because you mentioned that in the book too.
You probably trying to do it for revenge. Hey, look at me now.
But a lot of people, you know, a lot of
hospital giving out crooked booties. So
a lot of them look ugly, and a lot of chicks is like really hair look good, but your face is twisted.
Yeah, you can't.
And I'm just like, when I heard that, I'm like, they got it wrong. Like, if y'all had a conference, the 80s versus today, like, y'all could tell.
Oh, I thought you meant for women.
No, seriously,
wait,
just talking to somebody from today that got their body done, to somebody who really had money and was out there getting money, to a chick with, I know chicks that got their body done, live at home with their moms. Like, what?
Right, what was it?
Like, what are you doing? Like, you're priceless.
You
better
DR JetBlue.
You better sell that. You ain't got nothing else going for you. It's like,
I think
they
that's
are
what makes
so
you priceless.
lost.
Women look at it backwards sometimes and think they're priceless, meaning you can't touch. But what if I want, like, back in the day, even like in Greek times and stuff, it wasn't about being a hoe. I want what I want. It's not about like, oh, I'm gonna count now how many bodies I got. No, listen, all right, you do that thing, I like, come here. You know?
No, you know,
what's wrong with living like that?
A neighbor in my building told me one time, she was like, Trav, you get what you want, she get what she want. This is hypothetical. So she's like, she said, at the end of the day, a favor for a favor is a favor. Like, everybody got what they want, they go home.
Right.
And this is an older woman. She's older than my mother. You know, lady used to be in my building.
Word, Trav?
No, she.
Yeah, where did that have to come
It was I'm telling you, it's a lot. It was a lot of wisdom in my building. So I would, well, you know, this is the older people in my building. I remember, God bless her, Miss Marie. She used to just talk to me, like we just sit, like
she
you
was
just
trying to coach you.
No, you could literally sit and talk to people, especially older. Like then it's different today.
Yeah, it is.
Like I could talk, like I could come to you like, yo, you know, and get knowledge, get some game.
Yeah.
You can't do that today. Like if I try to tell somebody, oh fam, you don't need to do that. Right. You can start your own business and do that. They gonna look at me like, you bugging. I'm gonna get this money.
You're gonna get that old nigga.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna call you.
I'm gonna get this money. I'm looking at fam like you. Yeah, like fam, I get the same sneakers you got. It's just totally different.
What do you think is the best? Y'all can both answer. Sorry. Right. Is the best way to now get today's youth to like think how we think, but not how we got taught. Does that make sense? Because we can't teach them the same way we got taught. But how do we get them to understand?
I can answer this on the. Get the Migos to sing it.
Oh my God.
There you go. Get it,
job. You know, fortunately,
go to school.
Yeah. I mean,
they beat auto tune. They're gonna be like, oh, I may need to get a job. Go to school.
It's so crazy because somebody told me this. I don't know how true it is that the whole Percocet song that
Molly Percocet, Future.
They said he don't even do none of that.
Yeah, he don't.
But he's singing it. How could you do that when you have kids? I was like,
and he got a lot of
I wish he would have took the drugs and all that.
Right, because then it would make sense as to why.
Right, so you're saying that because a record label think that that's cool. I have a problem with that.
If you look at it like the artists get paid last. The streaming service is totally different from a record sale. 150 streams is one sale.
Wow.
I don't know what a stream is.
I don't know either, but it sounds like a lot. It's to get 150 of them.
Yeah, 150 equals one.
That's
not one equals one, but 150 streams
they count how many times you click on let's say Spotify or Tidal.
And I feel like if they click and like they feel like, all right, I could pay you now because I got mine. Like 150.
So now you gotta think about what they get off of sale. So it's like what? How much you get off an album, pretty much?
If rappers was getting maybe 3 cents off a dollar, then we talking 80s, 90s, Jay-Z, DMX, when those was like popping.
Like that deal, I would never forget when Left Eye did that documentary and she kicked that shit.
Oh yeah,
y'all remember that?
Heartbreaking.
Oh man, when she kicked it and broke it down about the money and
she did that on the radio.
And who get what?
When she broke
they wrote it out like so you can see it.
When she broke that down, I was like, wow.
Yeah, and they went. That Crazy Sexy Cool went crazy. They won all them Grammys, and they like, we winning this, we ain't got no damn money.
Right. Winning negative. That's crazy.
But Jim Jones also said, like, you get what you negotiate. You don't get what you deserve.
Right.
And I'm like, And he,
yeah, because when it's all said and done, you can negotiate something, not really knowing how good your project going to do.
Yes.
And you done negotiated your ass
Right.
out something.
Yep.
but then you go,
Sure.
but then they say you go always renegotiate. You know, it just depends. Like
It
you might have
depends on
that
how many
soft.
albums you
Yeah.
And it
promised.
depends on the type of deal you
Yeah.
signed initially.
Like if Cardi right now did a 1 album deal,
KPI.
she could go and renegotiate,
Yeah.
and it's like either y'all take it or y'all don't.
I think that was the
even if she was
smartest
to do this and then go independent,
Yeah.
she gonna sell. That's why I don't understand how you got, like with this whole distribution thing, like you got all these black artists that's making all this money for the white guy. Why y'all can't get together and do your own thing and do the whole distribution thing? Y'all say, I don't get
It
it.
sounded like we was-
Why y'all still signing with Warner Brothers,
Yes.
Interscope, this, that, and the third? Why?
Yes.
I don't
Because
get it.
a lot of them be like that big machine that they got behind them.
Yeah, it's enough to push.
They really have to, like, if they talk about a lot of money that they have, but when they have to really dig in their pocket and say, I gotta pay for marketing, I gotta pay for
But they
promotion.
recoup all that back, though.
Right, you
So-
do, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are
You know, behind
impatient.
yourself, I believe in my brand enough to do it.
A lot of them are impatient to wait for that money because
Right.
even Nori said, yo, when I got off a major and I had to do it myself, he's booking flights. He's doing,
Right.
like, you literally had to do everything
Right, you do.
that they paid out of your budget, somebody else to do.
But good again,
I'm
it's out of
fine
your
with
budget.
that.
If
Yeah.
they
Same
recouping
difference.
that money,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get all that
same
money
difference.
back.
like
Or even if you're gonna do
Yeah.
it that way, hire people you know or family members that you know. Like,
Right.
if my girl's gonna be
That's-
here,
Yeah.
look, I gotta do a show in Atlanta.
So I need you to take care of this.
Right.
one.
Go to Groupon at that,
Right.
cause I'm cheap.
Yeah.
We flying
Yeah.
coach.
We gonna connect.
Yeah, y'all on the Chinese bus.
We might even do Chinese
Yes.
bus. That's
No insurance.
$60
By
back.
any means necessary, though.
We
Yeah.
taking
but
3
no.
planes to get the jersey. Like,
It's a lot of like. They don't have the independence y'all had.
Right.
Y'all, they don't have the motivation y'all had. Like you said, a lot of y'all had to do it. You know, grew up in it, and it was no other way to survive but to get that money. You know, 'cause I know a lot of y'all. I say y'all. You know, women.
yeah.
A lot of y'all started as stick up kids to get your couple grams up,
Right.
and then you know it's an elevation thing. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
so.
And today's like artists, the drug deal, whatever, they want the instant gratification. It's so sad that they can't wait. They don't have the patience to say, you know what, this is going to take me here in a couple years. I'm gonna be this.
You know why?
But
Because
it's sad because then they gotta work so much harder. Had they did it themselves and recoup all that money, you know how much money they can just get without everybody taking the advertising dollars, the marketing dollars, the plane flights that they booked,
Yeah.
all that out.
And now they
And
want
then they the
money.
last one to get paid,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
said. When if they really did it themselves and been patient and be patient like today, they're gonna recoup all that up front.
Yes.
Cause they talk about these drug dealers, you know, AK use their names at the AKA, but you don't have
The
that
foundation.
person's personality to say, I'm gonna get off my ass and I'm out of here. Like, I gotta sell these drugs. I gotta do what I gotta do, because a lot of them, like I said, even if they wasn't starting that stage, we was packing bags first.
right.
Go to the supermarket, you get that change up,
Yeah.
you know, and you just work from there. If that's going to get you your pair of sneakers, your school money, whatever, some people did it.
I think it's come from because things are so fast nowadays. You're here today, you're going tomorrow. That's just how it is. There's no longevity no more. So, and I think these labels see that. They see that, you know what, oh, she's hot right now, so we're going to sign her 1 year or 1 album. Because she ain't going to, as soon as that single stuff, next year they going to be
Yeah, because they definitely going to ask Cardi for a Bodak Yellow. You got to have a song just like that.
You got to have a
Back
song
up.
like that. So, and they're not going to play that song next summer.
Nah, because y'all MA is over.
Yeah, you'd have thought so. They playing ooh everywhere.
And I thought
then
she was
haven't
survived
heard
'cause
ooh
she
in
was
about
gay.
7
Right.
months.
I
now.
thought like, oh, she got a good market.
Yeah.
You got the LGBT.
Yeah.
You got the alphabet community with you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard her song yet.
Well,
and
maybe
then they go
something's
out
coming.
and then they go out buy crazy jewelry. I'm like, yo,
Some of that be fake.
No, no, I
They
understand.
gotta make diamonds in Florida now, right?
no, I understand that, but like, you mentioned that too.
I'm like, what?
You mentioned that
They
too.
do.
That a lot of them was buying.
Yeah.
Fake, you know,
Yeah.
they ain't know though. but we really don't know.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part.
We
never
really don't
educate
know,
ourselves.
And
We
that's
just follow
another
the
thing.
trends.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like we really don't know. But I just feel like y'all ever was more authentic.
It was golden. It was golden.
Yeah.
It was the foundation of today's hip hop. A lot of television, fashion. Y'all did the groundwork. Where they taking it now, it's kind of but
You know what I think the difference is though? The kids now are spoiled. They don't have that's why they don't have the work ethic. Things were kind of handed to them
nowadays.
Yeah, everything was kind of given in a way, and it's faster, like you said.
Yeah.
Things are given to them. Maybe if you are the parent of a successful person or even a hustler, you're not gonna want your kid to grow up the way you did, so you're not gonna raise them the same. So your mentality is different.
See, and that's
you
crazy
go to different types of schools.
Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, they raised their kid as if they was still penny pinching.
Yeah.
That's a culture thing.
See, that's the difference between us and them. I can't. I'm calling nigga shit. I'm sorry. Because with the like the jewelry that we buy, like we see how a rock star, they don't do the whole wardrobe thing. They gonna get up there in some corduroys and cut up jeans and a t-shirt.
What's that dude? Ozzy Osbourne
With
wear
the-
black leather, like he just
With the audience of 40 or 50,000 and rock out.
That's it.
We spend a lot of our money. That's why these rappers gotta work hard, because y'all spending so much money on these costumes and this, that, and the third, jewelry. Like, y'all doing that for what?
Nah.
Just like, I respect Ocho Cinco. When he did that interview and the guy asked him about his jewelry, he was like, oh, that was cubic zirconia. And he had money. He was like, I don't need to do all that. I just need to look.
Right.
He's smart. And that's smart. You know what I'm saying? And he told the truth about it. You know what I'm saying?
What one piece of jewelry you bought when you was out there? Like your one that when you saw I had that's it. Like that's one of your prized possessions.
Well, I didn't buy it. Somebody Donald bought me a nice necklace that I still have.
That was the one that he passed when you seen
I
him.
still got a diamond necklace that he bought.
And that's the one he said when you said you like this?
Oh, that was the cross. Somebody stole out my Louis Vuitton bag. Yeah, he asked,
You like this? And then he just went.
He went and bought it. Yeah, that was a cross, a diamond cross. But I still have a diamond necklace that he bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
You said you said in the book.
Oh yeah, I had a meeting with them. Yeah, I
What
felt the need.
was that meeting about?
I felt the need to email the entire VH1 staff because, they
You
be
sound like
lying.
Charlamagne. He can't stand Mona.
They be lying and stuff. My cousin has Joel Santana's oldest son. She's the mother of his oldest son.
Okay.
She's very reserved.
That's the one that was in the Rockaware ads?
No,
Or
she
who
wasn't in nothing. No,
Okay.
she don't even.
No. The
Now
son.
she came from a house in Jersey. Like her parents have money. House in Jersey. I wouldn't say she was sheltered, but she had a good life.
Right.
She started messing with him, and he came from a tenement.
You out.
So
Right.
okay. So people don't know her. She was on the first season of Love and Hip Hop with Chrissy.
Okay.
But after a couple of shows, she's like, no, I don't want to do too much drama. She's like that. Like, she didn't grow up. Now, me and her sister, Shelly that's in the book, my cousin had the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
That's her
Jerry curl,
sister.
yeah.
Now, we grew up here in Harlem. We like,
run the street.
she was a little green. So,
Right.
she not like us. She, but she's a sweetheart. She don't like all that crazy. But anyway, with the whole Love and Hip Hop thing, and they was talking about him and this other chick and they life, and I'm looking like, word. Nah, he lived with her 12 years. In the townhouse right here. His son's mother, y'all lying. I emailed the whole VH1 because I'm letting everybody know y'all fucking lying. So I got an email or a call the next day. Are you the one that represent? It was I thought I was a lawyer. So and so, yeah. Can we have a meeting tomorrow at 12:30? Sure. Took off of work, called her. We went over there, sat with Jim Ackerman. He was a nice dude, nice guy. He don't work for Love and Hip Hop no more. I think he went MSNBC or something. So him and Mona was like, oh, so you're Miss T, huh? Fuck y'all talking about on the TV. This is girl right here who he lived with 12 years. They got a son.
So the whole him and Kim Bella shit was
for TV.
It was for TV, but I have to admit, once everything was all kind of said and done, Kimbella reality was her reality, and then
What is her reality? Like, what
her
did she
reality
do?
was that was her man, and that's who he lived with.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say that dudes be living
I got
secret
it.
lives.
Right.
When you supposed to be out of town, or when you saying you out of town, you're over here at this house.
Right.
When you saying you at the studio in Queens, you're over at this house. So I realized after the days after that stuff was building up, we did hair and makeup for 6 hours on my cousin because she was gonna be on the last episode. Kimbella refused to show up. He was like, okay, cool, because they was like, they wanted to have them sit down and have a conversation, because it's like, okay, wow,
You going hard.
Yeah, but it ain't happened. But yeah, that was my meeting with Love and Hip Hop about the bullshit that goes on. It's like, do y'all research? Because people just be up in here
telling y'all whatever,
telling all kinds of, and I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna have her looking crazy. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. That's it.
This is real life out here.
Yeah.
Now,
So
Reality ain't reality.
that's what that was.
On
Yeah.
TV.
So don't believe everything y'all hear and see up on there.
no, I
It'd be a
don't.
lot.
And I'm looking at Love and Him, but like Mona is really destroying the black community as well as
I bumped
black
into her
women,
last
like,
week.
and like black. And you know what's crazy, because I watched what Love and Hip Hop season was. It might have been last season, and I watched it from the whole Yandy. Like I was like, Yandy was my like. You know how you're like, oh, I like Yandy because she's cool. She, she wasn't getting no drum. But then I saw the reunion, and I seen the episode when Kimbella came to, who she came to one of Men DC baby mothers.
Did the sons,
Right.
the middle sons,
And then on the reunion, they showed they had a tape of Yandy Sam talking to her moms like, oh, I ain't tell Kimbella go in there. And then her mom's on the phone like, yeah, Yandy right here. She's like, oh yeah, I'm just about to text you. I'm like, what? Like, what did Yandy do to Mona for her to? Because to me, it looked like Mona was protecting Yandy, had her in this light, and then all of a sudden, when that came, I was like, wow, I wonder what happened for her to say. Or do they tell you, yo, you got to be more dramatic? And
or maybe they wanted to pick who the villain was.
Yeah, I think they do that too. Try to, boost ratings with that bullshit. I think Love and Hip Hop Hollywood need to be canceled.
Yeah.
Walled up, burn that shit up. Throw it.
Watch that shit.
That is the worst. That Hazel crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy Hazel. They just looking crazy on there.
Yeah.
I feel
Now-
it makes black women look
Horrible.
And they make
Right.
they so it's like, you not gonna have me up here looking crazy. I'm not gonna be up here doing nothing fake. I'm not doing all that.
My family,
Cardi
my
B,
baby
it worked
mama
for her.
do that
She
shit.
stepped her game up. She don't need
She
that.
stepped up.
If you got something going on, I
Yeah.
can see you. But if you got like that little Mary Lynn,
Mariah Lynn.
Oh, I used to be a hoe. Once upon a time, I
I'm
was
just
a hoe.
looking at a lot of them like say them checks and they not paying them.
Nothing.
No, you get like $500 an episode starting.
I heard one.
'Cause
Of,
that's
I ain't
what-
gonna
no.
say who.
That's what Cardi B said. She said when she
Okay.
when she first got there and we saw her with DJ Self, she said, I listened to her
He not lying
interview.
because somebody just told
She
me this
was
the other
like,
day about
Your first,
Bianca,
your
whatever they
first,
said.
your first appearance, like
Yeah.
you as a person, you're $500 episode.
and Mono
Now,
Jets though.
if you
Wow.
to get, I guess to get to the 4-figure $1,500 episode, you may have some drama,
You gotta
And
get
then-
the toast drink cool.
right? And then you gotta.
You gotta shake it
That's
up.
a bonus.
She said you gotta have something else extra
Exactly.
for the next season to get you to. Again, you gotta renegotiate this contract for Love and Hip Hop. A lot of people think, oh no, put me on Love and Hip Hop. I got a bunch of girls I could do this.
So you think there's a reason why Peter Gunn's baby
He
mom?
don't got a stamp.
I'm just saying, you think that's the reason why they keep having these kids? 'Cause I have a kid, I'm gonna be on the next show.
Probably.
Nah,
Like
I don't think
know.
that's it. I think they just doing stupid.
Yeah,
shit.
he
I think
already
it's
got
I mean,
a history
they
of a lot
so
of kids,
stupid.
so-
I don't put it past them. Like,
I mean,
you know
they-
what?
that
I'm
love
gonna
that
stay
they-
relevant.
I don't know what.
That's not even
type
making
of
it
love they
relevant.
got.
I don't want to see
No,
it.
it's not.
No, they're
They
not
got
relevant,
people
but
looking at
they're
them like
gonna
crazy.
get that. They're gonna be there.
But you gotta look at everybody that's on Love. Like now they trying to have, but now people are saying like this is too much.
It should be
It
therapeutic.
is.
This is definitely
It's not even
too
real.
much. Cause y'all really like playing yourself
Yeah, they
to
are.
and when you look back, like what's the girl, Young B?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had chicken noodle soup.
And the soda on the side.
That was
The
it.
soda.
And then you pop up on Love and Hip Hop, you still don't have a song.
Nobody has music though. That's the
The only person got music is K. Michelle and Cardi B.
Yeah.
But everybody's a rapper.
And
Everybody
Remy.
want to
Remy.
Oh yeah. But she's known.
Right.
But Remy said she came into there like, yo,
Yeah,
No
not
bullshit.
going to
I just came home. You're not throwing nothing in my face.
Yeah.
You can't. First, though, if I was on Love and Hip Hop, I'd probably be getting calls from my mom like, yo, if you don't get the fuck off,
Right.
where you at? I'm meeting you.
Yeah, Vic
We gotta talk.
Yeah.
Certain people
You're
get not
bugging.
built for that. Like I couldn't do that
It
show.
ain't even that.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's
Yeah.
like he said, like she ain't going. His mom ain't gonna have him looking
Nah,
crazy
nah.
on TV.
Cause that,
Like, now,
she's
we doing
automatically,
that.
that
We don't need money
represents
like
me.
that.
That
Right.
represents, I didn't raise you like, I could see it
Yeah.
now.
All
Like,
money ain't good
and,
money.
and then she'll
But
probably
they
be
get the
taking,
parents involved too, because the parents be acting just as ignorant as the kids.
no, that's a lie. Because Joe Button's mom was on there.
No, but I'm
And
not
she
saying
was
all
on
of them.
something like, listen,
No.
like,
Yeah, I ain't with
I'm
the
not
shit.
saying all of
yeah,
them.
all
Yeah.
that. Even Joe wasn't with it either, because he's educated too.
Yeah.
His mom, she came there on some.
But the ones like
Yes.
that don't last.
They
you
don't
see?
last. One,
That's
two
why they
episodes
gone.
But
tops.
you know
It's
what?
cool,
At the
though.
end of the day,
I'm not going to sacrifice
Right,
my
exactly.
morality
Yeah.
to be
Right.
looking, you know,
Right.
for hosting.
Right.
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 You know, because that's all you're gonna get after
Right.
that.
You a level up from a bottom.
Because then after that, they're gonna
Right.
look at you.
Yeah.
You can't get no. You want to be an actor?
No, you're not
Where you
incredible.
going?
Nah.
They put what's the girl Drea in that damn show, that movie that nobody saw?
Shoot It Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think that
like-
was terrible.
Oh,
Did you see
It
that
was.
movie?
I didn't see it. One of my business partners, he went to the
The screen.
screening. Terry was there, Manny was there. My thing is this. Some people just leave, even with the Tupac movie, leave stuff alone. Just because you got the budget or you just, I heard True to the Game was so crazy. I had somebody from Virginia was like, yo, that
And-
movie
and
was
that-
super whack. I'm going to acting school. They think
Anybody can do
and they
it.
thinking anybody
Yeah.
can do
I'm
it.
gonna
now.
read
I'm
the
like,
book because my mother
never
has
read
the
the
book.
book?
I
I
read the
never.
book.
Let me tell
Oh
you
my
something.
God.
The
My mother has the
book
book.
is a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And matter of fact, me and Terry Woods did a book event in November of maybe 2 or 3 years ago. No, it only had to be 2 years ago. And I said, yo, I heard your movie, your book was sold. I said, so do you got creative control? And her face was like,
Damn.
and right then and there, I'm like, God damn. I don't
Wow.
know who had the movie, but it's like, she had to sell the rights because she probably, needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
She do got some other stuff going on, and I was just like, damn, because I mean, people get ahead of themselves. Okay, I paid her, I don't need her input, but yes, you do, because her thought process went into
Right.
that
Those are
book.
my
Baby.
characters.
She needs to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And to make a movie, I didn't even hear about it.
Me neither.
It must
I
have
didn't
been
see
like-
it commercial.
I
It
saw it
probably
on
only made
Instagram.
money because
Yeah.
people wanted to say, I read that book, it was a classic, I
Yeah,
want to
'cause
see
it
it
is
do
a classic,
good.
yeah.
But they said it was garbage and you only get one time to do it right.
Yeah.
Just like with mine, I had a meeting in LA this summer.
Fuck, to
Somebody-
make your book a movie?
Yeah, they want to do a movie.
Was it with
I'm,
Dave?
which one of
Oh,
them?
sorry.
I know somebody look like me.
Yeah.
In that book.
Somebody,
I know somebody that look like me.
somebody was out there looking
my
like
thing
me.
is, doing it right. Because even when I started
Yeah,
the
you
book,
got a lot of people.
It wasn't never
You
about
gonna get calls if you don't do
Yeah.
yours right. I
oh
can
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can't. And then I got so many people like, when is it gonna be a movie? I know people who could play you. Like, there's so much support. But I didn't start this book out to get money.
Mm-hmm.
It was out of pain. I had to put it on paper because I was like,
release
it
it.
was. I was trying. Lou is the one who said, I need you to get out of New York because somebody, I don't know if they put money on my head or they was like, yo, she gonna get it. He
But this
if
is for
y'all-
the book?
No, this was because after Maine died, this
Okay.
was before the book.
We gonna get back
I
into the
was
book in a
losing
minute.
my mind. I'm going at people. They were like, yo, Lou thing was like, y'all touch your hair on my head, it's gonna be a problem. Don't touch it. So he's like, I need you to get out of New York because I'm not there to protect you. So when I did the book, it was out of, pain. I wasn't thinking about a dollar amount
So this
until
is
I
therapy
published.
for you.
It was very
Exactly.
therapeutic because I was like, I gotta get it out, And then, things start happening or whatever. But my thing is, even with a movie, it's not really about the money. I want it to be done good in a good light. I'm definitely going to be a part of the, process. And I want it to be where, everybody who read the book, who's looking for something good to read, I just want it to be satisfying. And then of course, there's going to be money involved, but again, I just want it to be good. You know what I'm saying? Some people do stuff because they have to. Like Terry may have had to do that for the money, and it's sad. But it's like, to put out work like that, and you only get one time to do it.
Yeah, because you
only get one time. You can't do True to the Game and try to do it
book.
again.
And I'm not just saying that because I know you.
Right.
You really, your book is very visual. Reading it from.
It ain't fiction.
It's not,
it's
but
real.
even, just, you said I was on 112th Street, and you can see.
Right.
And if you look at 112th Street today, but you got to think back like 112th Street in the 80s or early 90s or 7th Avenue, and blocks was abandoned like crazy, and you just I was like,
people was out though,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody having fun,
The streets was packed.
It was just
fun.
It was loving
you could
it.
see it. So for you, and then the names you use, you're gonna have to get people that's really some real actors who can play these people. You're gonna have you gonna need a good budget.
Who would play you? Who would you have?
I don't even know.
Throw it in the universe. Throw it in the universe.
If somebody threw her name out. Somebody said Taraji and Keke Palmer.
Keke or Lil Mama probably.
No.
I got somebody for you.
Mama.
Tika Sumter.
I like her.
Tika Sumter.
She's
I
the
like
one who do a lot of time,
like Keke because Keke could play
She got
from
that
the young
sassy.
role. She got
Oh, yeah.
play the
You
young
definitely-
to the
Right.
old version.
Because you can have her play the whole.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
joint.
because you started at 50 years.
She could start with the young to the old.
And then she
version.
had,
Be the same.
and she still had that sex appeal that you mentioned in the book.
I'm just saying.
Creative development over here. We got you.
Let me tell you, I told her, I said, look, anytime we take this thing anywhere, we have to have creative control. Ain't nobody gonna be over our shoulder like, yo, I need you to get some more butt naked girls. I mean, this is a podcast.
We ain't started off with
like,
that.
I'm just saying,
we ain't get one butt naked girl.
I'm just saying, like, we don't need nobody like that.
Show on Friday.
All right, let's get real. All right, cause we gonna end it.
Now before we get to
we're not gonna end it right now.
I'm just saying because what I was saying about her book was real. I really fell off from reading urban novels because it got so crazy that I'm like, you can't be fucking serious. Like dudes, I read a book, dudes having shootouts on jet skis. I said, where y'all had the gun at the whole time? You was out there on the jet ski. And how niggas know to go get you out there? But it was so when I'm reading something that real people, real neighborhoods.
Right.
You didn't go all out the lines with it. It's something that you could actually picture and believe.
Right.
I'm like, I was like, that touched me. I'm like, yeah, I like stuff like that. I even wrote a book not like that, but it was fictional, but it was
yeah, right. You still writing that book?
It's just done already.
Oh, okay. We going to negotiate a deal. I'll be your manager.
I'm saying Denzel Washington got played.
I
don't care how old he is.
So let's get back to the book real quick because you still everybody. All right, you did your thing. We gonna fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
Ace, he's in jail.
Right.
Fritz, he's sick. This before he passed. I like what he had on his casket.
Yeah.
I wrote on my other phone before I updated. The world was mine, but I shared it. That's the hard. I think that's the hardest line you had in there.
That just describes him right there.
Yeah.
That's it. He said the world was mine, but I shared it. And when his wife showed me that, because when he died, I was actually having my daughter August 18th, so I couldn't go to the funeral, which was held down south. But I thought when she got back, she showed me the pictures, and he looked so good, and he had the praying hands, and it said that. I thought that was the dopest thing ever, and it was so true, because that is who he was. That's it. That's who he was.
So, a little fast forward, Pat. Now he passed. Your daughter's father, he's in jail. The Fiend.
Ooh.
The Fiend from your building, right? The Fiend, was it from your building?
Well,
the one that he was on. He was the
on the
juror.
jury, yeah.
And you was like, yo, we good. He gonna be out.
Right.
You know, that's something, and he's not out.
Right.
He's not out. He gets locked. He
gets found guilty.
Right?
Yeah.
Fritz dies, right?
Yes.
I think because y'all had a meeting, you and Fritz in front of your building because of the
when I got robbed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You got robbed. I'm telling you, I read this book.
I
like,
see. I'm like, all right, pick it apart. Pick it apart.
Don't spoil it for the readers.
No, right.
Yeah.
So
You're a spoiler.
okay, after all that, Lou,
Yeah.
you did. You know, you. As I could say, you had your fun.
Right.
You're an adult. You're what? 20.
I had my daughter at 22.
Right. So I'm just
turned 22.
So I'm gonna say you're 24.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maine comes home.
Mm-hmm.
Maine. Now you just really went through a whole. And while you're going through that, I forgot about it. And then then in a couple, chapters later, he's home.
Mm-hmm.
He's a new Maine.
Right.
He's like
on 1,000.
Yeah. Gaucho's Gym.
Yeah.
What up?
Right.
How did you? It's like you reliving this all over again. But then when I'm reading it, you're like, I can't do it. Like, yo, you gotta chill. Like now you're older and you're trying to show him like,
right,
fam, you wildin'. And how did that transform you seeing him come home after you seeing the death, the you being shot, the jails, your mother, and then here's your son.
Right.
Out of nowhere, he's 1,000 gang members, and he's like, no, I don't care.
He was like,
he's like Lou again.
Oh
I think he's like, to me.
But he was in the house with Lou in my house. So his saying to me was like, nah, these niggas gonna respect me like they respected Lou.
Right.
So I had to have a talk like, but you know where Lou at right now.
Right.
It was like a couple of years later, like Lou doing a long time. Like you don't want that, and I don't think he would want that for you. You know what I'm saying? But at the time when he came out, he was I guess turned blood.
Right. That's right. The highlight of this
few
one.
months. He went through his little red thing, and my objective all, since he was a kid was always to just be there for him and protect him and just, Maine was Maine. He was.
And then he tried. He was protecting you. Right.
We both had our thing. He protected me in certain ways, and somebody said something crazy, he going up there by himself, shutting it down.
Wow.
And how big was he?
Not big at all.
Right.
The skinniest thing ever. With a heart like this.
Let me tell you, but T could play Maine. I'm telling you right now. Right now.
He was just the littlest thing, and it was so funny. We would laugh and joke because, he'll get himself in situations, and then later me and my sister be like, nigga, you was scary. He was like, yo, I was. But, people you wouldn't think that, you know what I'm saying? He was just a fun dude, you know what I'm saying? And, people liked him because he had charm. He was charismatic. He just had this thing about him, But, with that whole thing with Gaucho's Gym and stuff, that was a little blood phase he went through. Then he started getting money. But like my father always said, man, money is the root of all evil. I never knew what my dad was talking about until I found myself tied up, in my apartment, for money and stuff. And it's like.
And you found out how long? Who did that?
6 years. It took 6.
Wow.
Anything in the dark will come to light. I believe that. I don't care how long it take. Especially if they don't do it by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will come to light. And it's just amazing how this lady came up to me and
6 years
knew
later.
everything because she got mad at somebody. Who told her. She got mad at somebody.
You definitely got to read this book.
And you gotta be, and a family member did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like money. I could have lost my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause you was pregnant, right?
I'm like, money, man, money. Even today, people they value money too much as opposed to friendships. You know what I'm saying?
Just life.
Relationships, and it's like at the end of the day, we all could get out here and get money together. Some people just don't want to work for it. They want to take it,
Yeah.
or they want you to get all the money, and because we cool, give me something for free. But it's like you worked hard for that money. You know, no matter what, whether it's a legitimate job or the streets. It's like that street life. That wasn't easy money. You thinking you just want to take my money? It wasn't easy. I'm selling keys out of my mother's house. Keys of coke. You know what I'm saying?
You dudes couldn't get a key.
You know, you run up on a chick. Cause it's just crazy. But you know, that was the life I got myself into. But you know, I thank God.
Right.
Did it all turn out right?
See, I don't want to say, well, main passes. How did that affect you?
Oh, it almost killed me. You'll see me. I'm in that Game Over tape that AZ did. I'm in there.
Which one?
Game Over.
Yeah.
The original? No, because they redid.
They really did.
I had the
I'm in
original. I had the
Yeah.
original. I don't know what happened to it. And I bought about 5 copies. And when I bought it again, they had like Jadakiss narrating. I'm like,
Oh, really?
What the hell is this? Like, why was he narrating?
Yeah, the original, we was on 5th Avenue because that day we had something for Maine. Estos had did the painting.
Mm-hmm.
We had these shirts on with him, and I'm in there with a little shirt, a yellow shirt with his face on it. My hair, I cut it this short. It was some crazy looking brown. I just was losing my mind. I ain't know.
I always say when women cut their hair, it's a rap. Get away, go outside.
So, yeah, like I said, I never felt nothing like that because I know that's not what he wanted. You know, when he came to me, it's like, yo, sis, I ain't ready to die. Like, I'm tired of shit in the street.
Damn, and that's crazy. You say he tired. Like, if a dude out there is saying they tired, he probably already had a plan. Like, look, this is what I want to do next. Like, did he ever tell you something like he want to be like?
He didn't, but like I told him, yo, you got enough money to leave here and really never come back.
Right.
Maine was caked up. I mean, he did in 18 months what I seen dudes staying on 10 years trying to do.
Wow.
Yes. So I was like, the conversation, I was like, you staying here to now help everybody else get money.
Was he still in Lincoln?
No.
Oh.
When the first shootout happened, we all, like me and Boogie moved to Yonkers, he moved to Hackensack. So I'm like, if they don't know how to do it now or on their own, then they need to go find something else to do. Like, you're staying here just to help them get money, and you should be able to leave this and they already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I said, you could go.
They could have figured it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to figure it out. Yeah.
But, he's, he just needed to be here, I think. He didn't want to, I don't think he wanted it to seem like he was running. And I'm like, it ain't going to seem like that. You just listen.
Gracefully bow.
Because I feel like if he would have left, people would have been comfortable getting back. Like, he could have, like, just chilled out.
Right.
Then came
Let
back.
it die down.
And then, like, everybody that was running around that he had little issues with would have came around, like, he going blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but then it got out of hand because one of the rapper, whoever he had come on in there, it got a little personal because he shot somebody that was real close to me, and it got ugly. So then, things happen, allegedly, they said Maine paid for somebody to get killed or whatever, contract killing or whatever, and the boogeyman, like I said in the book, but it took me 8 years, like I said, forgiveness is everything, and that really lifted the burden up off me. You know what I'm saying, in a sense, because people, we gotta understand, like, forgiveness is not for them; it's literally for you, because it really lifts a burden off of you of hating somebody, holding a grudge for so long. Because sometimes we have a problem with somebody and we hating them, and that person over there don't know we hating them. They don't know what the hell we going through over here, and they living their life, they party, and we like.
They ain't worried about nothing.
Nothing.
You over here frowning.
So I had to literally get on my knees in my house and down in Atlanta, and I remember it, and I just forgave the person who did that. And I had to charge it to the game, because this is all the game. It's all within the game. That comes with the game.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do. So
I mean, I'm just, like, I text her when I'm reading a book, like, yo, say word. Like, this is crazy. I'm gonna mention one name. Supreme.
Yeah.
What did he have to do with this?
He had absolutely nothing to do with the book itself, but speaking to him and he
Okay, hold on. Don't hold on, time out.
him and Stan are cool.
Okay,
That's
okay,
how I met him.
that's what I'm gonna say.
I
How
met
did
him.
you know?
I met him.
Supreme?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I
what?
met him through my uncle. I met him
Okay,
through Stan.
all right.
And he just gave me some good feedback, and
They together?
they was at one
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah. Gave me some good feedback, and he was like, "Yo, I read that book 3 times." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna promote this book when he ain't in a hole, till the wheels fall off." He was like, because he busy. In the hole, you ain't around nobody. Nah, I think they just doing him dirty. It ain't even like he acting crazy.
Cause he's in one of them. He's far.
Colorado joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
He got a big influence. They don't want him because they know.
Nah, well, his thing to me was like, "Yo, sis, they trying to break me. And I can't be broken." I don't know what they want him to do or say. I don't know.
And how long it's been?
But when you
Because
say that, it's like they still want something from
Yeah.
you. But I don't know. And they just, had him in a hole or whatever. But,
He's maintaining.
cool. Yeah.
Your book is keeping him alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I saw the point.
Yeah.
Supreme. Out of all the people,
Right.
we running Harlem. Like you mentioned, you bumped into Jay-Z in the club. I'm like,
Yeah.
then at the end, I'm looking like I see a picture of Supreme. Like,
Yeah, that was just
thank
because-
you to Supreme. Like,
Right. Because he, just for his support and everything. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then he from somewhere else.
Right.
And he like, "Yo, sis, I got you." He was like, "Yo, this." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
Real respect, real.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And is he come home anytime soon? Or
I don't think so. I think he got money.
And he ain't no. I don't think he gonna be. He that fee of 5%. Like
No.
they are stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my brother was hard. Like,
Yeah.
yo, chill. So yeah,
He in
it's
there
like,
praying. He probably getting stronger.
That's
by
like
the day.
unique. Like that dude got life, but he like the
He got
happiest.
life?
He's the happiest lifer ever.
I heard a lot of lifers is
Yeah.
happy. Like you don't want to mess
That
with
dude,
them now.
his spirit.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with him.
That's it. Hey,
His-
yo.
Yeah, he the one who made that. Like his spirit is just infectious. It's like if you could be happy in there,
Yeah.
I don't need to complain about nothing out here.
Right.
Nothing. And I guess you got to have that mindset or you'll go crazy.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's doing good. His family and I'm still fighting him. At the end of the day, that dude should have never got life ever.
Mhm.
He got life for something they think he did or because somebody said something, but they really wanted his brother.
Mm.
You ain't catch him doing nothing.
Now, all
That
right.
dude just wanted to have fun.
So, all right. One last question. This, because I skipped some stuff. From because you have your author. You're a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
Real
it
estate
is.
agent, all that. That's in the book too, though. You have to read that. Are you good now? Because you said this book is therapeutic. Did you get it all out?
Oh yeah. I mean, once I forgave him on the floor before this book was finished, I was good.
Okay.
So as far as that, yeah, So yeah.
What's next?
I'm working on another book that somebody, an OG, begged me to write. He was like, "Yo, T, you can do it."
Write
It's
their
needed."
story or another?
Nah, it's just some things that happen in the streets.
Has to be said.
Things that happen that just been going on. My thing is, listen, if you do dirt, do your time. Don't be dragging nobody else in it.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to get less time.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because you can't do 3 years and you got information to put somebody away for 25 years. Like, nah. So I'm doing another book it's gonna be real interesting. I reached out to a couple of people to get get a thumbs up on it. He was like, yeah, Cam Childs. I respect him and his.
I respect him more now. I saw the interview.
Yeah, I respect him and his opinion. And when I told him what I'm doing, he said, "T, that's an excellent project. Just do it right."
And he's like,
like, okay.
that's like the whole trust issue with y'all. To this day, when I saw that interview, he was like, he talking to Flex like, so what that mean? Like, it happened. No, I do not mess with that dude at all. I don't care. No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
And he's stern about it. So I was like, yeah, y'all really have that.
I mean, I guess so. Sometimes when you go through certain things, it's like, you can forgive somebody and don't deal with them ever.
And that's
you know
his
what I'm
thing.
saying? And that's the thing. It's like,
I don't
he
even
don't
think
affect
he
my
feel-
life, or she don't affect my life. I'm gonna move on, but I'm not gonna deal with you because I know how you get down.
I know you a snake. I see you.
Right.
Because he said
And
there's
some
nothing he
people,
can say to me.
It's just they just got that snake shit in them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. Somebody said to me, somebody I do business with. You gotta understand, we got some real. When it comes to this street thing, either it's in you or it's not. You got a lot of people that really don't know what they're capable of, I think. But at the end of the day, if you in it, you already know what this game and this street life entails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can end up there, you can end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said something to me, and I couldn't believe. I know if it was another day and another time, he probably would have put a bullet in this nigga head, because at the end of the day, he could do it to you. But when you standing there having a conversation with somebody, and they gonna tell you this, yo, I keep a body under my belt. Now I want to ask y'all, what do that mean? If they come and get me, I keep a body under my belt. I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think that he meant by that?
I mean, he got something to bargain with.
Right.
My nigga.
Right. He's like, oh,
You
I
got
got
you like, oh,
snitch stash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got something to bargain with,
Like what?
And somebody said that?
Out his mouth. You could think it all day, but you don't say it.
That nigga got something
Is this
to
going to be in a new book?
It should be.
The new book.
Yo, you claim
No,
that's
you
a
I'm
full
just
flex.
saying, who
Yo.
says
You're coining a lot of phrases.
who says these things? I'm
Yeah.
like, so that's why, my new book,
A person that know who they are.
a dude,
You a
a
snake, you a
man,
snake.
and he got a kid. He got some sons that's well known, and I respect him a lot. Know him for over 30-something years. And
He's free?
Yeah, he free. And he was like, yo, T, you the only one who can do this book. I need you to do this book. And it's like, yeah. But my thing is just like, the game is over, been over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting a check, working. I respect that more than anything today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of guys out here, they doing a little 1-2-1-2, and I think a lot of stuff that probably still goes on is because of a lack of education.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some of our black men are really scared to say that they can't read.
Right.
But I feel like if you have children, your ass need to learn how to read.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just, and I ain't even being funny, because you bringing kids into this world that got to have help with certain things, and kids ask a lot of questions.
Yep.
I got a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old niece that's unbelievable. The questions that she's so smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So kids are very, impressionable. And I think that education thing, I'm working on a nonprofit now that deals with that. And I do want to help my black brothers that's coming out.
Yeah.
They don't need to be, this going back and forth from prison is real whack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on something for that. I'm paying it forward. I'm trying to do the right thing these days. You know what I'm saying?
You got all the support behind it.
Yeah, you can come back too. Definitely
Yeah.
when it's time. We want to see that. We want to hear it, read it, everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Nah, I'm just this was fun.
Thank you.
It was good.
Thank you.
It was
This
good.
is an honor having you here.
Yeah.
Glad I was able, if y'all answered all of y'all questions that y'all
You
may
definitely
have.
answered
You know
mine.
what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Yeah.
But everybody else can read the book. Go get the
Yeah,
book.
definitely read it. Definitely.
Go get that book, Harlem Heroin and Heroin, which is a double meaning, which y'all all got that right.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
That's what the E is in parentheses.
Yeah.
And it's on you can listen to. You got the audio book, right?
No.
No, you know what?
Actually,
I thought I bought the audio book. That's why I told you when I got the book from you. I said I got the audio book.
this is what I'm actually
and
doing.
then I'm like, I looked
The
at it.
audio book, me and Dane he wants to do the audio book with a score behind it. I think that's gonna be so dope.
Ah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be dope. So
Okay.
that's coming.
Yeah,
soon.
that definitely
Yeah.
fits the bill right
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's gonna add some
yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
So we gonna do
Like,
this.
you got my support. You know,
Yeah.
you call, I don't care.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
on that note, it was episode
29.
29.
Yes.
Miss T,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Harlem Heroin. Get the book.
Yes.
Even though if I may have spoiled you some, it's still some stuff in there.
It's worth the read.
You
Yeah.
have to you have to read it, and it's not your ordinary book. It's straight facts. She was there. She lived it. She know these people.
Yeah.
So when you read it, there's nothing fabricated about this. Okay. So on that note, just want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We'll be waiting for the next book.
Yeah, April 2019.
Okay. So I'm guessing May 2019 you'll be back. We'll be somewhere different.
Absolutely.
But thank you again for coming.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any last words, people?
No, I appreciate you just for coming and sharing your story.
Yeah,
Thanks.
great things.
Yeah.
We good.
On that note, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Until next time.
That's
Well,
right.
next time.